Hi, I'm Alan Christopher, and I'll be your instructor for BADM 1310, Introduction to Business and Entrepreneurship. This is a fun class that's pretty fast-paced, and you're going to get a lot of information about how to open a business, whether you've got a new product or a new service out there. So let's talk about some of the expectations and requirements for the class. The first is you do have a text. It is Entrepreneurship by Rhonda Adams. You can get it either electronically or as a printed text. I'm kind of old school, so I like to have the text in my hand. But either way, make sure you have it, make sure you're up and running with it because you're going to need it immediately. The second thing to talk about in the class is the discussion posts. Here's where we group source all of the learning in the class. Now, I wrote the discussion questions to go along with the modules each week, but the purpose is to get you to dive deeper into the topic. I want to see you do some research. I want to see you do some writing about it with some clear thought and some analysis on the topic. I don't want to see just a very preliminary answer to the discussion question out of the text. If you do that, I'm going to call you out on it. I want you to go beyond the text and do some work and really get a thorough understanding of this topic. I have posted an example from another class of what I consider an excellent post to be. Your posts are going to be graded on 4 criteria. The first is that you post on time. The second is that you answer the question thoroughly. The third is that you provide some kind of a graphic to represent what you're talking about. And the fourth is that you cite and reference your information properly. Now back to the third point about the graphic. Some people are visual learners, and it helps them to see a graphic, a picture, a concept to go with what you're talking about. So that's why I want you to help your classmates by posting a graphic that is relevant to your discussion post. You also have to do 4 follow-up posts to your classmates. Now with this, your follow-up posts have to be to their posts, not follow up to their posts to you. Make sure you understand that. You have to do 4 follow-up posts to their post, and you have the same 4 criteria. You have to post on time, you have to answer the question thoroughly, you have to include a graphic that supports what you're doing, and you have to have your citations and references in APA format. There is another opportunity post in which I will ask you a question on every one of your posts, and you can respond to me, but you don't have to do all of the extra information. You don't have to do the graphic, you don't have to do the references. Mostly I'm just asking you a question to move your thought processes a little further along. If you want to do some additional research, that's fine. I always appreciate seeing students go the extra mile. The next thing that you have to do is we're going to do an entrepreneurial plan. That's what's listed as the assignment in the syllabus. And you'll see the example plan in the text. And I've also got the sections laid out in the syllabus for you. So we're going to do a plan, and each week you're going to submit a part of your plan for review, grading, and feedback. So that way at the end of the semester, you're not scrambling to try and write a 15 to 20 page paper, which is important there because I'm not expecting you to write a dissertation. What I'm looking for is some clear analysis and thought on what you want to do with your business. Now, the textbook example only gives us very broad headings. So each week, under the section for the lesson plan, you will see where I have week 1 assignment, week 2 assignment, etc. That is going to give you more specific information, and I'm going to give you subheadings of information that I want to see in there. So please make sure you're looking at each week, looking at the lesson plan, and making sure you're doing all the requirements for the paper. I travel for a living, so I am not beside a telephone. If there's anything you ever need, you want to reach out, talk to me about, please email, and we will set up a time to get together and talk. If you have any questions at all, please reach out. Let me know what you don't understand, what we need to work on. My goal is to get you through this class successfully and teach you something about the process of being in business. Have a great week.